everybody, this is Gail. Welcome to my channel. Hi, Candy, the Wee Service Dog is already in here. How are you tonight, Candy? I hope you're doing well. I am talking to y'all from somewhere in West Tennessee. And when I say somewhere, it means I'm not really sure where, but I'm in West Tennessee. And been out traveling because, as you all know, what I'm trying to do is bring you unique places across Tennessee that may be compatible with social distancing. And I'm doing the shop local, buy local concept to highlight and support small businesses. Also in that, I'm including state parks because tourism has lost a tremendous amount of jobs. They say that when you look at the entire sector as a whole for tourism, that when you consider all the jobs that have been lost in the country to COVID, most of those have been in the travel sector. So thank you, Candy. Candy loves my hat. Thank you for the trip. And it's so cool. You're going to love this, Candy, because it looks like straw, but it's actually 100% paper right there. So I thought that was really cool. And look, we've been joined by Fairyana Vlogs. Hi, Fairyana. How are you? How's the move? Is that going okay? I know it's going to take you all to get settled in, but is it going smoothly? At least I hope everything's going well. I know you're struggling with internet. Yeah, I saw that and I thought you're just going to love it. And I'm pretty sure I just put it on crooked. I did. So, but something that I have found out that you ladies may already know. Fairyana still doesn't have internet, but she got a lawnmower, so she could cut the grass finally, which is awesome. Because that's one thing off your list. Because whenever I've moved, I've never known exactly what I've needed until I got someplace. So a large purchase like a lawnmower hasn't always been needed. So it's good to know that if you need it, you got it. Because one less thing. So yeah. But anyway, about the hat, one thing that you ladies may already know is that if you have if you have a hat that's got flowers on it, like this one, there is a chance that when you're outside, you may be mistaken for an actual flower by a butterfly. So that's happened a couple of times now. And it's really kind of cool because, like, I feel so flattered. So, Fairyana says she's got like 15 videos to upload when you get service. It's amazing how they pile up. Yeah, something that I've done a couple of times is create the video on my computer and then pull down the resolution, transferred it back onto my cell phone and used my cell phone like an external memory device and uploaded from there. So if the videos are small in file size, you might be able to get by with that. But good luck, though. I hope you can find a good internet provider that you like. Ask around, though. We got stuck where we lived. We had an internet provider that we called them and we told them what date we wanted it cut off, and because we wanted to switch companies. And they hit us with an extra month. And they're like, well, you can't just let it go at the end of this month. You have to pay a month in advance. So you're going to be billed, and that will apply for next month. So you can take it off at the end of next month. So they wound up getting over 4 weeks of free money because we didn't have the service. Okay, you've got videos till the 30th preloaded. You know, that's a load off your mind. I tried phone upload. I pinned it for a week and then deleted it. Don't blame you for deleting it. What I found is you really have to lower that file size. That seems to be a really big deal. And something else too that I've noticed is when I record on my phone, if I don't go in and change that setting, like every single time I do a video, then what happens is it reverts back to the larger file size. So if I do it on my phone, I just have to remember to go in and take it down every single time. And that's just a Samsung thing. And yeah, Candy, I thought that was pretty much a pain too, that happened. Shouldn't have. I got really mad. So we're working that out with them. I'm going to scoot this back a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's better. It's weird. You guys get too close. I actually have trouble seeing you, which is, I know, strange, but it's just the way my eyes are. You late by 6? I am not late by 6 minutes. I was on time, or at least I was according to my phone. Was I 6 minutes late, you all? Really? I hope not. And of course, Peter Parker's reminding us about Christmas. Of course you would. It's hard for, right now where I am, it's like 90 degrees, and it's really hard for me to even consider Christmas. It's not possible. I got birds singing and lots of greenery. And I want to thank you all too for your patience last night, because we were at a state park and I got a video on it so you guys can see it later. And we were at the state park and my husband and I signed up for a boat tour of the lake, which was awesome. It was just freaking awesome. And we had wanted to do the sunset cruise, but it was booked and could not do it. So we were there and we were on the morning cruise and we were getting off and we were a little bummed out. I mean, the cruise was fine. They did a fabulous job. But I know, right, Peter? And they did a fabulous job. But the thing is, you can see more animals usually because they're more active in the evening. So we're getting off this cruise and the woman said, "Oh, we now have openings for the sunset cruise." Because what had happened was a family had planned to come and then they canceled. So like literally we're standing there and we're getting off the boat and they get this phone call and they're like, "Oh yeah, now we've got it." So my husband and I looked at each other and I'm like, okay. And so he went dashing into the visitor center and bought our packets for the sunset cruise. And I looked at him and I was like, "She said that was for tomorrow, didn't she?" And he's like, yeah, I can't wait. And we're so excited all this time. I'm like, that's Saturday. So thank you all for working with me on moving it. But I got to say that cruise was phenomenal. Mariana, yes, nighttime critters. And you would have loved it because part of what we saw was frogs. And in the visitor center area, they had some creepy crawlies that you like with your snakes. Nice computerized background. Well, actually, though, this is not a computerized background. I wish I could have this nice of a computerized background every week, but this is not. We have deer and turtles and stuff here. I need to figure out how to get rid of field mice. Yeah, good luck with that one. Feral cat. And I don't know about where you are, but there are certain places in Tennessee that actually have special adoption programs. If you want to adopt a feral cat, they'll spay it or neuter it, and then you have to buy the shots, and it's like a $15, $20 adoption fee sometimes. So call your animal shelter and talk to them because a feral cat take care of your mice, or at least help. So anyway, good luck. It's really hard when you're in a field and got lots of mice. That was the best thing we found to take care of it. And of course, if you happen to have a bobcat running around, that'll attract mice. Hey, Stellar's here. You said you weren't going to be here because you had the ball game. That is cool. Hi, Stellar. So, hi to both of you. And she says she's not going to be super talkative tonight because she's at a baseball game. Cool. And if I suddenly go here in about maybe 30, 40 minutes, that means my phone suddenly shut down because I'm having phone problems. I think I dropped it one too many times. Peter Parker says, I love your hat, Gail. Does it come in pink for breast cancer? Not that I know of. But I probably need to find a pink hat for breast cancer. I know they make them in ball caps. So I don't know if they have them in bodacious ones, but might try that. So good idea there. Especially with my family history. I did find out something interesting. Okay, somebody's messaging me, but it's not anything important. So anyway, I did find out recently that breast cancer turns out to be the #1 most funded cancer, at least right now. And so with that, they've been able to do a lot of research, and they're finding breast cancers now, even sometimes as early as 6 to 8 years before the lump can be felt. So I was pretty glad to find that out personally. I thought I would pass that along. But yeah, found that out at the hospital the other day. The things you learn while you're having fun at a hospital. Lots of brochures to read. Candy's asking where the seats are at the game. We'll see how long it takes to answer. She likes baseball. And that's one of the craziest things, though, about living in the South. I don't know how it is in different areas of the country, but in the South, it's all football pretty much, except it sounds like Stellar found some baseball somewhere. But the big thing here is football. And I know that Amber, who comes in sometimes, she is a huge Alabama fan, and I'm a not huge Alabama fan. I root for the rival, for the Tennessee Vols. So you guys, I was mean to her one day. I decided I would send her a present, and it was an orange and white bracelet. It was actually being sold for charity, in my defense. I really don't have a defense. But orange and white is the color of UT Vols. So I sent that to the Alabama fan whose colors are red and white. So fortunately, she was still speaking to me after that. Can you believe? That's awesome. Where did you get your glasses? I got just the little eyeglass shop with the doctors, because a lot of the eye doctors have their little stores with them. So that's where I got it. It's where my insurance covered. But thank you. So I got blue. I just thought it'd be a little different, but I've had them for a while. Good for you, Candy, for liking football. I actually got into it a little bit, basically out of self-defense, because everything's football. Oh, Those are going to be good seats. I'm going to echo Fariana. Catch those pop flies. That is cool. And let's see. Candy's agreeing. That's cool. There you go. And I'm not putting comments up on the screen tonight, y'all, just because I'm doing it on my phone. And last time when I was putting comments up on the screen, I accidentally put somebody in timeout, and I don't want to do that again. That's a no-go. So behind home plate, that is so cool. Really? Fariana Vlogs give us a fun fact for tonight. She was catcher for softball at 12 years old. That's gotta not be an easy position. So how long did you play? Did you play for a long time? There's supposedly some college scholarships for that. Whoops. Here you go. What? Gail put me in timeout. I did not. That's why I'm not putting comments up. Oh, 1 year in the summer. Ooh. I'm glad you had a helmet. That can be huge, especially for a kid when you get a head injury at that age. So glad for helmets. I hope you didn't let that stop you from playing, though. Because that's a sad thing when somebody lets something like that stop them from playing. I know in soccer, when I was in middle school, somebody fell on the soccer field. They got kicked because everybody's scrambling for the ball. And thank God it was another team, but they got kicked and went tumbling. And as they went tumbling, they hit their arm just right. And so they broke their arm on the soccer field. And they were a pretty good player. I went to school with her. And that was that. She didn't play anymore. And she had enjoyed it. So, which it made life easier for the other teams that they played against because she was really good. And you could tell it wasn't me. Nah, I took ball to the knee and it was purple for 2 weeks. Good for you. Resilience. There you go. Because I always felt bad for Cassie because she was really good and she enjoyed it. But she just, after that, she just got really nervous and really hesitant. And now that I'm older, looking back, I kind of wonder if she got some PTSD from it. And part of that may have been her folks. They were real protective of her. No, I would say not. I would say not, Peter Parker. Yeah, that would be tough. So did you let that stop you or did you keep playing? Because like I said, I really feel bad for this one. But, and it, like I said, it could be part of her parents. You know, you pay one emergency department bill, you may, and surgery and all that stuff. You may not want to do that again. But still, I believe in getting up and getting back on the horse. But, yeah. So you all, over the next few weeks, I'm about 3 weeks out with videos of getting them done and posted. But I can't wait for you all to see the series that I'm doing now. It's a sub-series. I'm still doing small businesses and stuff, but I'm doing parks, state parks across the state of Tennessee, and I have been shocked at the different things that the state parks have. Like, in addition to the whole boat tours that we did, like, one had this really tall observation deck that we could climb. And of course, I looked at it and I'm like, no, I don't think so. But hubby went, he went up to the top. It was kind of built in almost a fire tower style. And we've seen some neat museums and stuff with the state parks. And in Tennessee, all of the state parks are free, so you don't have to worry about the admission costs, which is really nice. And so, of course, you know, boat launches and things like that, if you're into boating and fishing and whatnot, if you're on the lake. But, you know, just like, I didn't expect museums. And yet at one of the parks yesterday, I hope my husband got a good photo of it. I got to pet a baby squirrel. Never did that before in my life. Okay, Peter kept playing, but he put a jock strap on. Okay, good. It does. It's very unpleasant. I agree with Stellar. Absolutely agree. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video series, because I've just been flabbergasted, you know, at the programs and the variety. Because, like, okay, when I think state parks, I think hiking and camping. That's pretty much what I think. I don't think about museums and interpretive areas and towers to climb and playgrounds and things like that. Boat tours, I don't think, but it's opened my eyes. So anyway, there we go. And that's enough about the trip for tonight. Who all is going to be on the luau, big luau coming up? I know Stellar's going to try to be on it. Candy has put it all together. Theriana, we have you on the list, don't we? For the luau. And that's anybody that wants to be live in the panel, live with me. And we're going to try to have some fun. Depends on if you can connect. Awesome. Well, I hope you can. If you can't, I understand. But whoops, about knocked everything over on the table. If not, I understand. But I hope you can. I've got a luau playlist of copyright-free music that we can do. And so I'll be playing some of that in the background for some island music. So I thought I saw her on the list. We're going to have some little goodie bags mailed out afterwards. Give us about a week to 10 days to get those out, I'm thinking. So it's going to be fun. But my only thing is, I'm going to have a green screen, so I can't wear a Hawaiian shirt, because any green that I have, it fades into the background and it looks super weird. So much for that. I'm getting bit by something. Okay. So much for that. So no Hawaiian shirt, but I get to wear the leis as long as it's not green. And some of the leis that I've got, oh good, winning by a lot. Awesome. Well, I hope they win. Of course, the flip side of that is, I'm also saying that I hope the other team loses, because it's kind of the way it is. I don't know. I think so. I'll check with her again. I was kind of hoping she'd be on. And then I could ask her during the live stream, but I'll check with her. But I think so. She's going to, wait, she may be having some dental work done. So she may be in the chat and not on screen. So I'll double check. I'm pretty sure that's how we left it. So if she can't talk, she won't be on the panel. Oops, getting messaged again. Ah, that's a TikTok. Never mind. I can look at the TikTok video later that I was just sent. And let's see, we've got Mel on the list too. And Valerie's on the list. I don't have the list in front of me, so I'm trying to think who all's down. But it's going to be, we're going to try to make it fun, upbeat, with the music and the lays. And we're hoping some people will decorate for the luau. If you don't, I understand, but if you can, it's just going to add to the fun kind of party atmosphere. Of course, my decoration is going to be a green screen. If you StreamYard, you know, that's an option for you all too, to do a green screen. Of course, the other plus behind a green screen is, if you're like me, the green screen will hide whatever state your office is in. So if it's a mess, you're covered. That'll be good. Candy's going to touch base with Tanya. She said she thinks she'll be on the panel. Okay, good deal. That'll be awesome. I've been kind of distracted this past week, so awesome. Oh, and I got some good news I want to share with you all about the service dog front. I am decorate with Christmas in play. We'll look at that for Christmas. When Christmas, the season is actually here, okay? We'll look at that then. Absolutely. Invite family and friends to join us on the luau. My family is already invited, so they know about it. I'll keep putting it out, though, of course. I've already got the luau scheduled. I'm not sure if it's showing up on my YouTube page yet or not, YouTube channel, but I've already got it scheduled, and that link should be live. I'll post it in our group just in case. And I'll go ahead and try to remember to post that tonight or in the morning. Yeah. But I got good news on the service dog front. Cross your fingers, y'all. I hope it works. Hope it. I talked to my doctor is on vacation, and I cannot get paperwork filled out until sometime in October for her. So I'm going to print off some information. The agency said that they would take the information from the patient portal from the doctor's office that I print out that's got like some of my diagnoses on it. And I can go ahead and apply instead of waiting until the end of October, so I can be on the list a little sooner. So yay. It is. But she's on maternity leave until at least the end of September, and she may extend it. So they said the end of October. So that's why. And honestly, if I was a physician right now and I had a brand new baby, I would really be hesitant to come back to work until after there's a vaccine, you know? But yeah, with it being such a long wait for paperwork, I really wasn't sure the agency was going to go for that. It's CARES. It's where Tanya got her service dog. And it says on there very plainly, and I was like, I've got my letters of reference. I just didn't have, that was like, you know, the missing piece of the puzzle. And they still want the letter, but they can go ahead and start as long as they know like what all's wrong with me. And I warned them, I'm like, this is a small book. But anyway, they're willing to go ahead and start the process, and they'll just supplement the information later. So it's a big relief to go, because it's like an 18-month to 2-year wait for a service dog, because they go out basically and they look for a puppy when you send in the paperwork and the deposits and all that stuff. So, I'll be sending in some payments and doing some fundraising and whatnot. But, at least I can apply, and then hopefully they'll accept the application. Tanya said she's pretty sure that if they said I could apply, that they would, because you have to send an email in and kind of outline in that email kind of what's wrong and why you need a service animal. Then they respond to that with whether or not you can apply. So apparently it's kind of a pre-screening thing. So hopefully the fact that I had Tomlin will help. So we'll see. We'll see. So fingers are crossed, but looks promising, which is a huge relief. So, but yeah, everybody for the luau next week, invite. Okay, Stellar, we understand. You bail, and I'll talk to you later in the week. And also, I'm hoping to get with Stellar. I don't know at this stage if we're going to be able to or not. Mariana, you've got kids and you homeschool. If you know somebody else that's looking for a project for homeschoolers, the Oak Ridge, Tennessee, the Manhattan Project, well, actually, there's 3 sites. There's one in Washington State, New Mexico, and one in Tennessee. But the Manhattan Project was the project that worked on the atomic bomb. And while it was being built, of course, it was all super top secret. And nobody who worked there knew what the whole project was. So, like, if you installed rivets, you knew that you were installing rivets on something. And the next person might know that they were putting another portion of something together. But very, very few people knew that that something was the atomic bomb. Well, right now, what they're doing to recognize I think it's the 50th anniversary, they're putting together a time capsule. So you can go to the National Park Service website for the Manhattan Project, and they've got peace doves. Now, in theory, the legend is that if you fold 1,000 of the peace, I think they're doves, if you fold 1,000 of the peace birds, then your wish will be granted. And there was a lady who became very, very sick from cancer because of the radioactivity, and she folded 1,000 of these, and they have become the international symbol for peace. So what they're doing is school kids and adults too can go online and they can get the directions for folding. It's origami for folding this, and you can send it in, and they're putting it in a time capsule, and you can write on it some of your peace wishes and things like that. And then in 50 years, they're going to open the time capsule and pull all these out. So if you're looking for something just interesting for the kids to do, that's a neat project, I thought. But it all has to be in by the 30th. And they also, if you can't fold the origami, they've got directions on how to do it. But if you're like me and you look at it and your eyes just glaze over, then there is a 1-page printout that you can print it out, and it's just the drawing of it. And so you can color it, or you can just write on it, or whatever you want to do, and send it in. So yeah, I'm with you guys. Fariana, I thought it was cool, and Candy, I agree. It's just a neat way for kids to learn about history and actually be kind of hands-on in the creation of more history. And of course, it's being done to teach about that so kids can understand about the atomic bomb and get a better view from both sides. So yeah, and of course it's free, except for the cost of the paper and the stamp and the ink, you know. So if you know somebody that's got kids, that I think is a really cool project. So I wanted to pass that along. So yeah, there's a lot of really neat things right now with national parks too. A lot of them are doing like these virtual tours, which are kind of crazy. They're really neat. So anyhow, and if you guys find, you know, like interesting things like that, feel free to pass the information along, you know, put it in the group there. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. Anyway, if you all get information about things like that, feel free to post it in the group and share it. Excuse me. Got to keep sipping on. It's tea though, not water. I'm still trying to work on water. Are you all still working on that? We haven't been posting reminders to people much. But I got my good old tea. So I keep getting TikToks in. Okay. I keep pulling them down because I just want to make sure that like nobody is asking me a question that's related to the stream. Are you guys on TikTok, by the way? If you are, let me know. Post that in the group, PM or whatever, and I'll follow you guys on TikTok. Because I have absolutely horrified a couple of people by making a mention of me being on TikTok. It freaked out a couple of people that I was on Instagram, but it's really freaked people out that I was on TikTok. And I only have like 5 or 6 videos up. So, let's see. My screen freeze. No, okay. All right, my phone is going down. Let's say about 5 more minutes on the stream because my phone's starting to go down and I don't want it to suddenly cut off. But if it does, you guys know what happened. It's not me hanging up. So, yeah. And I don't know if it's quit updating or what, but I don't see any comments posted since Fariana said time capsules are cool and Candy said that's cool. So anyway. Your connection keeps going and you're trying to keep up. I hear you. I'm just glad that you were able to be here tonight and that your connection is kept up at all. Because I know if you're in an area where there's not much internet, you're probably also in an area where you don't get good cell reception. So the fact that you can be on here, I appreciate that. Because I know it's tough. Okay. And there is the alert on my phone. So I should have a couple more minutes there on my phone before it completely goes kaput. I hope. I'm staring at it as though to say, Go away. Charge the battery. Because I've got it plugged into a battery. So that should be helping more than it is, right? No, it's not. You all, thank you for watching. I am going to have to go ahead and go because of the battery issue here. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great week. Have a good time inviting everybody for the luau on Saturday. And let's see, Candy just said something. I updated my doctor's recommendation letter for Candy. She added my new conditions. Good deal. That's very helpful. Yeah, I know. And Fariana, my phone battery is kind of iffy right now. Actually, my whole phone's a little iffy right now. So when you're on a trip is not a time to have your phone go down. And so it's a straight talk phone. So I'm hoping I can pick up one that's really cheap. I saw one for $14.99 the other day. So I may have to try one of those because you also don't want to spend a lot of money when you're on a trip. But anyway, I got this thing flashing at me. So you all take care. Have fun inviting lots of people for the luau, which is going to be lots of fun. And I will see you Saturday night. And I got a couple of videos coming out this week. And of course, always hashtag be bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye, y'all.